Alright kids, today we are going to be looking at writing and two-step equations, and then we are going to solve them. So, the steps to solve. First, we are going to define the variable. We got to figure out what we're looking for. We might need to define more than one variable, like if we're multiplying our length times our width. Then the smallest or least or fewest gets the single variable. We'll talk about more later. Then we're going to write an equation. We might need to find some key words. Are we adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Then we're going to solve. So our first problem says your computer repair bill was $225. All right, so this is going to be our total. All right, parts were $5 for parts. Okay, so this was a one-time charge and means that we're going to be adding. We're going to be $50 per hour. Okay, so the per means that we're going to be multiplying 50 times our hours. And what we are looking for is how many hours of labor were billed. All right, so I'm going to define our variable. So what are we looking for? So we have to figure out what we are looking for. I'm looking for how many hours, so I'm looking for hours. So H is going to be our variable. Well, we know that it costs $50 per hour, so I'm going to have 50 H, or 50 times H, plus our $75 for parts is going to equal our total. So we have our hours plus our parts equals our total. How we're going to solve. Our total was $225, so I have 50 hours plus $75 for parts equals $225. Okay, so our first step for solving, we are going to subtract our constant from both sides. Once I subtract my constant from both sides, I get 150. 50H equals 150, and then I'm going to divide by 50. Our 50s cancel out over here, and H equals 3 for 3 hours. All right, they might just ask us to write the equation. Our equation, again, was 50H plus 75 equals 225. There are many different ways that we could write this equation. I could change around my order. What you need to do, if we have a multi-select problem that's asking for which equations represent this problem, what I would do is solve each equation in the multi-select, and which ones are equal to our original problem would be our solutions. All right, let's look at the next example. Cole is buying a new laptop for $335. Okay, again, that is our total. He makes a down payment, so this is a one-time payment of $50. And, so we're going to be adding, he pays the rest in 6 equal monthly payments, which is P. So we're defining our variable, which is P. We're looking for an equation that represents the relationship between the cost of the laptop and Cole's payments. All right, so our P represents our payments, so P is our variable. What value goes with P? We're doing 6 equal payments, so 6 P's plus our down payment, which is $50, equals our total, $335. Again, we could easily write this in multiple ways. For example, it could be, we could start off with the total as $335. I could subtract my down payment, $50, and that could equal my 6P. I could write this as 50 plus 6p equals 335 using our associative and commutative property, changing the order. But no matter what, we are taking all of these will equal the same thing. So if we were to solve, I'm going to subtract my constant from both sides. So I have 6p equals 285. We divide by 6. So p equals 47.5 or $47.50, $47.50. You can pause the video now and allow the student. All right, the next example. A baseball weighs 25.75 ounces less than a bat. If it's less than, then we're going to be subtracting. Write an equation that represents the relationship between the weight of a baseball and a bat and the weight of box with W. Again, so our weight is W. We have in our 50 bats and our boxes, and our baseball weighs 5.25 ounces. All right, so how am I going to figure this out? I know that the weight of a baseball, so the weight of our baseball, equals the weight of a bat minus our 25.75, because this is less than that. So what is our weight of our baseball? Our weight of our baseball is 5.25 ounces equals, all right, so we got to figure out the weight of one bat. So we need to take the weight of the box, which is W, and divide it by how many bats are in the box, 50, minus our 25.75. Well, if I were to then solve this, I can use my operations. I have a fraction, so I need to eliminate my fractions by multiplying by my least common denominator. But so I can multiply everything by 50. So 50 times 5.25 is 262.5. Remember that our 50 and 50 will cancel out. And 50 times 25.75 is 1,287.5. Then I need to isolate my variables, so I'm going to add my constant to the other side. So our weight of our bat is 1,550 ounces. Please pause the video and allow the students to finish copying this down. All right, boys and girls, you have 2 your turn problems. Please complete these your turn problems and check them off with the sub before doing the IXL, which the code is up on the board. Thanks.